Multiple freight support on commodity loads is now available in Levridge 2025 Release 2. From time to time, there will need to be multiple shipping carriers for a commodity load. The carrier information rates could be defined on the contract, and that can flow through to the load when they are created. Currently, we already have the ability to define multiple shipping carriers and rates on a scale ticket. This was presented in 2025 R1. We have added many new ways to add the freight details in this release. Some of the ways we have enhanced this is provide a way for the user to enter shipping carrier and rates on a sales and purchase contract. When a load request is created from a contract, the shipping carrier and rate flow from the contract is defined to the load order. Also providing a way for the user to define multiple shipping carriers and rates on a load order. And finally, when the load order is applied to the ticket, the freight information from the load is defaulted to the ticket. Now I will show you the areas within the application on where freight details have been added. As you can see here on the screen, I have the purchase contract, which is one of the areas, also along with the sales contract, where we have added an area here to default the load freight details. So you can add, remove, you can as many freight details as you'd like. There's also charges on here that you can add as well. We also have the ability, when we copy a contract, to copy the freight details over onto this purchase contract as well. If you are creating a load request, this will also copy over any freight details from that contract to your load request. Also, if a user would like to generate a sales contract, we have the ability to also copy the freight details as well. And all of these features here are the exact same as I mentioned before on a sales contract. So if we jump over to the load order assignment screen, we can also see a lot of these details there as well. As you can see down here, this tab, this is where the freight details are located. Add as many or as less as you'd like. We also have the ability to update the ship to functionality here if you needed to clear freight details. This is listed here. We can do that within the ship to or ship from, depending upon what type of contract you have. And also we can make an update here as well by clearing the freight details, or we can load the freight details, whichever we need to do. Also, we have the ability to update the freight here. We can either append or replace the existing lines. So that gives us the ability to do that as well. So this basically wraps everything up for this feature. This is now in Levridge 2025 Release 2, which now includes the ability to have multiple freight support on commodity loads.